Hi, I'm 35 years old. So this time around, I decided to go to the office and tell them that I'm filing for divorce, like living separate from my husband until the divorce process is over. Then these people at the office asked me a question and they said, why is it that most women pack their bags and take their children, move out of their husband's house? After some months, they came crawling back and begging the man to take them back. I stood still for a long time. Then I started putting myself in the position and I answered the question. I think I know the question. I know that feeling. Yes. Hello. 3 months ago, I moved out of my husband's house. When I was there, it was miserable. I don't know if the pain there was more than the pain here. It was so much because it's like you've had that life with that person. This person has filled that vacuum. This person for like 12 years now. I've lived my life and built this relationship, built my world around this guy for 12 years. After 12 years now, I'm going to move out of this guy's life and decide not to love him again. It's not really an easy task. It's like you trying to remove what is there. You love this person and now you're trying to kind of pretend or believe this person is no longer existing and you're going to make this be. Though you know that this person exists, you're going to make it be that this person never existed in your life. It's really difficult. So it's a phase, it's a process I have to go through. And during this process, the pain was too much. The pain I go through, I was going through was too much. Then I couldn't take the pain. I felt like, should I drink something? Should I take tablets? Should I go to counselor? Should I just start drinking? What should I take to reduce the pain? It was too much for me. I couldn't bear the pain. When I was living, I never believed the pain would be like this. It was so unbearable, the pain. And I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. I didn't want to go to counseling. I didn't want to talk to any private person about it because I wanted to walk it on my own. I didn't want to tell friends. I wanted to walk it on my own in case I fell, because I saw the weakness in me in doing this, that it's not easy. The pain was too much and I couldn't even call him and talk to him, because calling him to talk to him about it looks as if I'm pleading, I'm dying without you, I love you. And in this direction, I started to keep it to myself. The office asked me if I was ready, 100% ready to leave now and never come back, because they don't want to go through all this paperwork. At the end of it, I will return back to him with my kids. One morning he went to work. I just packed my bag and I left, because since he couldn't understand me, there were no reason why I should sit him down and talk, because this talking I've been doing for over 12 years for him to understand why we are here, why we married each other in the first place. He wouldn't give me attention like he used to give me before. He wouldn't take anything I said serious. He's taking me for granted. All those things I saw before I came into this marriage, they were all gone, all of them, because reality and fake is not the same. When you keep playing a game, trying to tell the person or show the person you're playful, you're caring, you are giving, when it's not who you are, you can't fake for a long time. All those things were gone. At the end of it, I find out that this man has no feelings or doesn't show feelings. I've waited so long. Initially, it was difficult for me to leave because I kept beating, how is he going to feel when I leave? But each time I confront him, try to discuss it with him, I concluded he will like me to be out than to be with him. He doesn't miss anything about me. He doesn't care if I stay or go. All he thinks about is himself. Like, before I decided to leave this last one Sunday we are coming from church, and when I walked into the car, I was like, let me keep quiet, because I know I've been doubting that I'm the reason why he's not talking to me when I'm not talking to him. I decided to just keep quiet for a minute and see how he will react. He never said anything to me until we got home. I'm like the entertainer. If I don't bring up discussion, there's no discussion. If I don't raise a topic, there's no talk. If I'm not doing any action, he just stays and he doesn't say anything. He doesn't want anything from me. He doesn't need anything. He just, let's stay. This is not what I expected. It's too boring. This kind of lifestyle is too boring. It's too cold. It's not only boring, it's too cold. It's scaring me. I'm so scared of what is going to happen. Another thing is when there are things for me and him to have food, he selects the good ones, he take it and he leave like nothing for you. He doesn't know how to treat a woman. You knowing that the woman is weaker, I should pamper her, I should pet her, I should check on my woman if she's okay. Are you doing well? Hugs, kisses. This care. Are you okay? Is there anything you need? Care. He's just there. And everyone would say, yeah, why do you want to go? It's like this everywhere. But one cannot be married saying I'm married when somebody is not married. So I'm feeling like I'm not married. I'm feeling like I'm on my own. I take care of all my problems, pay all my bills. The man is just not there in the picture. He's not existing. It's like a neighbor. Even a neighbor can ask you, how have your day been? Did you see the weather? This woman is crawling back into your life because she don't know who she's going to meet outside to trust, know how to start with another person again and start building again. But it's not a reason. If you are human, have some pity, some blood running into your vein, you have some conscience that this person you've lived with for 12 years has gone out of bitterness, out of hurt. Like I said, I could no longer bear the pain, and I went. For the child of God you are, when you decide to receive this person back, this person deserves to be treated nicely once again. Everyone deserves a second chance. She came back. It's not the reason why the person should be treated like animal. I've given it to you for over 12 years. You did many things. I couldn't count. I don't know where to start to count what you have done that hurt me. If you don't want to receive me, you would have told me, no, never. I'm not going to ever receive you. Go back to where you're coming from. Than to treat the person like the person is not worth nothing. It's not done. We are all human. If you don't want to marry me, you go back to my parents, return my bride price. Not treat me this way you are treating me. It's hurting me. And not because you're not feeling anything, because you can't also say 100% you're not feeling anything, because you're feeling something. Because when somebody tell you what makes you angry, or makes normal human being angry, you get angry. When somebody show you likeness, care, and love, you reciprocate. You are human. So all this you're doing is out of wickedness and nothingness. Why are you being wicked? And what is the good in you over these 12 years I've lived together with you? I went there and I find out that going there did me a lot of good. It cleared my head to see who you really are, because now I came back with clear eyes. I'm seeing many things I was not seeing before. Because I started giving myself blame, because you are the nice person, you are the good person, like you said. I started giving myself a lot of blame, saying, it's my fault, I couldn't do this right, I couldn't do anything right, I was doing everything wrong. But now that my eyes are cleared, who is monitoring what somebody else is doing? Who is being all calculative in everything he's doing? Is it not you? This is how I approached him. And I nearly got the most terrible beating of my life. That was how I approached him. Because I don't know why somebody should be this wicked to his wife, not feeling anything. Doesn't matter what you say. And when you talk too much, he said you're whining, you are vomiting rubbish. This is what he said to you. There is nothing you say that matters. It doesn't matter how you put it. And he keep denying he didn't do this. How can somebody do something wrong to somebody and the person will never remember it? But when you do, he remembers. This is one of our problems. You have no right to tell me not to go. Because I better go, because the suffering for these 12 years is too much for me. The pain is more than the happiness I'm getting in this relationship. I'm like giving more than I'm receiving. When I left this guy, my husband, and moved out, I stayed there and found out there was no difference between when I was there and when he is here now. Nothing. I'm missing 100% nothing. Because whenever he comes back or when he is there, he just stays on his own. When you hold his hand, that's when you people hold hand. When you're not holding his hand, no holding hand. Nothing. Just stay on your own. Let me stay on my own. Then I kept asking, why do some men want to get married, but they're not really married? You know, they get married, but they will remain single. How is the right way to say this? Somebody is married, but no commitment. But the only commitment he wants to have with you is that if you have something you can give me, give it to me. Is it cash? Anything I can get from you is the commitment. Why he holds his own back. Nothing to offer. So this is why I left. And why I left, and it was really much for me to take the kids and start building again, trying to build another home, trying to make the children get comfortable, trying to make them feel at ease, trying to show them a new home that they were not used to. It's like everyone is going through that emotional stress, and this I didn't want for my children at all. It's me who want to go. What is their business with it? They didn't send me to choose this man. They didn't ask me to say I do. From the moment that wedding was done and we came home, the misunderstanding starts. The misunderstanding starts. And when I complain much, you're not bringing something, he's not bringing anything. Then he starts buying some things, bringing home some things that when you even try to amount, how much is what, you can't get how much is what. But he wants something from me. When I do him this kind of when I give him this kind of a thing, he throws it away like it's got nothing. He wants like the big gifts from me. He wants like when I have saved enough cash, I should give him. He want like me give him much money. I don't know. He just, this relationship is based on what I can offer. When there's nothing I can offer, I'll be in trouble. Like now, I'm even a little bit sick that I can't really do much like that, like bring home how much I used to bring before. The hatred is more than, the hatred has multiplied more than I expected. Now, this will be the reason why I have to go, and the reason why I left before, because the hatred is getting out of hand. But even at that, as I have gone now to register about divorce, I still have the fear of living. What I'm going to do with the children, how do I program the children and make them live like this is where they were living before? They'll be going to new school, they'll be going to new churches, or new friends. It's not going to be easy for the kids. And how do I stay here and still be in this suffering? Now I've taken the decision on my own and say, let this suffer end once and for all, than the suffer to continue piling up. The pain to continue piling when it's a friend, a relative who I'm squatting with, that I will say, okay, this pain is going to be for 10 years or 20 years. How long am I going to live? So how long am I going to take this pain? The pain is no longer bearable. And I also think that I won't be giving my kids the best of me if I happen to remain here. They won't really see the best of me. This is why I consider divorce. And when I left before, I thought it's going to have a change. You know, when you have something they say and you lose it, you'll be able to know the worth of it. But when I came back, it was like, it's even worse than when I left. Either because of the anger that he has developed, so much hatred that, oh, you could cause me so much pain like this, and now you come back, where are you coming from? Or, like I told him, you must have somebody outside. You must have somebody outside. If you don't have somebody outside, where did the love go to? Every man whose heart is beating must have somebody he loves, or wishes to have somebody he loves. And when you're not having that anywhere, that means something is wrong with you. If your heart is not beating for somebody, you don't have anybody you need to give love, you need to love and care. At this age, a man, at 40 something, then something is wrong with you. Then we need to go and get help. I've suggested therapy, I've suggested counseling, I've suggested many things. I've suggested we sitting down and having a healthy discussion, which will not happen, because as long as you say that and it's not in his favor, you are not talking anything important. You have to just say this, and when you say it 100%, it should be something he gains from. When not, is not. Funny enough, when he makes food, he selects the best part of the food and he eats it and gives you. You know, this one sounds so funny because there should be much sacrifice from both sides. You seeing me as more important than you, looking for a way I will be more comfortable, and me also doing the same for you. So I've really lost my patience and I really have to go. But this story and talk today is all about one, knowing if you are sure to go, if you can be able to do this, because if you can't do this, then there's no need starting it. Instead of you to cause this emotional pain to him, to you, to friends, to your children, at the end of it, you won't stick to it and have it behind you. It doesn't make any sense at all. Finding a way to ease your pain might be an option. If I find out that there will be no need taking the risk of making this move, if I'm not strong enough to pull through it. To love somebody is giving your heart away. It has to do with emotion, pain, joy. Has to do with the heart. And when it has to do with the heart, one has to be strong. So if one is not strong enough, if I happen not to be strong enough to go through this emotional stress, I think the best thing for me would have been not to love, or to make sure I'm in safe hands. Because this starting all over again, this trying to forget a life you have built with somebody, is really a big task for me. It's a journey I don't even know where to start from. I'm so helpless. If I can make it this time, and my decision still remains, instead of staying here and going through this pain that I don't know when the pain will stop. I know where I was at 3 months when I left here. It was terrible, even the 3 months. I'm going to keep on the good fight, because I don't want to die, all in the name of marriage, or to answer that good name. Oh, that woman is so nice. No, I'll find a way for safety, to continue my life, and to see if I will find happiness, if I can recover all these pains since 12 years. That is what I want to do. And here is my story. So what I'm going to say to this story is, I know this, when marriage is not going well and somebody's trying to make it work. When it's more difficult is when you are claiming you are right and the other person is claiming he or she is also so right. Then it's difficult for you people to find a way. And in every fight, there must be a time when you will fall and say, I'm right, but let me just ignore it. And the other person is right, later ignore it at a particular time. When there are too much sense, too much plan of looking for how to cheat somebody, then it's not ever going to work. In marriage, like I've said, in marriage, we need selflessness. In love, we need unity. We need care. We need to consider the safety, comfortability, and the love we have for somebody, or whatever we share. Before we could agree to love somebody and marry the person, it means like, I can do everything for you. Whatever it takes, I can make myself uncomfortable to please you. Whatever it takes. This is why we want to spend the rest of our life with this person, not only to enrich ourselves and be comfortable and wouldn't care if the person sleeps in the parlor, if the person is penning now, if the person is not talking to me. And anybody who loves somebody must have small attraction to the person. If this person happen to be attracted to you, if this person happen to have atom of pity and conscience, the person will feel something and care about you. But at the end of it all, the decision is yours. Do what you think is good for you and your kids. No one needs to be advised to leave marriage or stay in marriage. You wear the shoe and you know how it fits best. This is our video and story for today. Nice to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for watching our video. Thank you for subscribing, and we see us next time in our next video. Bye. Bye.